Hello, this video is a little bit different. I'm not doing a sound gig or a video gig. I am actually a production assistant for this photographer, and we are doing interior design photos. So this gig lasted about 2 weeks. I had to get the last 2 days covered for me because I had some gigs within those days that I couldn't do it. But overall, this was a pretty simple gig. Everything was just interior design, and it was very laid back and wasn't like any rushing or anything. It was just basically me, the photographer, and two people from the company that hired the photographer. And we just took pictures of the houses that we were in. The first 3 days, we were in the same house for all 3 days, and we just kind of left everything in the garage to make things easier for us. I was basically in charge of charging the batteries and grabbing the lights that he needed, and then he would just kind of move the lights to where he needed to put it. So it was very laid back, like I said. This specific light stand here is pretty cool. I've never seen it before. I think it's from Savage, and they make some interesting stands. This one, you're able to adjust one leg differently from the other two. So like you can put this like under a couch or something, on the bed or something for tighter spaces. And I think that's a pretty cool idea. As you can see here, one leg is kind of offset from the other ones. That's the one that can be adjusted. But for the most part, we just basically use Profoto flashes. He had A10s and some B1s. He had different intensities of the B1s. He has 500 and 250, and I think he had like another one that we didn't really use. We barely use the 250s. We only used that during the last day when we needed like a big wide exterior, or not exterior, big wide shot of the whole room. But overall, yeah, it was just two 500s and then a bunch of A10s that we just kind of brought around. This right here, we are in the actual store of the company that hired the photographer. They've been working together for like 11 years, so they've had a very good working relationship, and I think he's been working with different people ever since. This is a different house here, and we are now moving locations a lot, so I am sorry. I've only been able to capture a few BTS from different locations. Right now we're a different one already, and this is apartment complexes in Springfield here, and it's very nice apartments. These are pretty brand new. They built it like just a few years ago, and I've been kind of wanting to see how it looks like, and I think if I was able to live in an apartment, this is where I would live. Right here we are at the lounge, kind of at the top floor, and it has a balcony which is super nice, which you can see the whole like street next to you. We are kind of in the middle of the city here. Not downtown. Downtown's actually middle, but this is kind of a busy area that everyone kind of travels to. So this is actually a pretty good spot. Like if you want to live here and just kind of walk to grab food or something, it's pretty simple. It's pretty good. But this lounging area has like a workout space, and you know, you can chill here. I guess, I don't know, maybe you could like have some small gatherings here too, maybe, I don't know. Has like a little golf thing in the center there too. As I was here, I was thinking, you know, maybe I can move here and kind of live here. I don't really need to live anywhere that's like super specific. I would just kind of like more luxury living in a way, and this might be a good spot. It is pretty expensive for this area. I looked it up. The studio was like $1,000 on at least just for a month, and you will probably have to pay like utilities, you know, which I don't know how much that is. But this spot here is the very last house that I was in. We are in this house for 3 days, so I tried to film as much BTS as I could. I set up most of the lights up just because I've had a feeling that we're going to use a lot of it. We set up the charging station as well, just to make sure I can cycle through things easily. And these are just the setup that he has. He's a traveling photographer, so he goes and travels and films, take pictures of hotels and very nice looking places. It's not like a real estate shoot where you go and take pictures of every room and try to make it look okay, you know. This is very specific type shots where like this is the design of the company that they made. But that is basically it for the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.